Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new League of Myths episode. As I'm sure you can tell by my voice, I am sick, but I still tried to get this video out for you guys. I wanted to do a part 2 for the Kalista myths because you guys submitted a lot of really good ones. So as usual, if you end up enjoying this video, do not forget to throw in a like. But going into the first myth, probably one of the most asked myths, can Kalista's ultimate stop Scion, Vi, or Nocturne ultimates? The first champion we tested this with was Vi, and as Vi finally uses her ultimate, I use mine as well, and it actually waits for Vi to finish the full effect of her ultimate and then it brings her in, much like the way it interacted with the Nunu ultimate. Then of course we have Nocturne's ultimate, and just like Vi, it actually acts the same way. It waits for Nocturne to finish his ultimate and then brings him in, which is probably how it should be acting anyways. And the final test case scenario is going to be with Sion's ultimate. And it acts just like the other ultimates. It waits for the ulti to finish its course before bringing in the champion inside Kalista. But this one is a bit more interesting because Sion can ulti away so far away from Kalista and she'll still bring him in, which could definitely make for some interesting synergy. The second myth is asking, does her Sentinel from her W trigger things like Shaco's box or Teemo's shroom? So the way her Sentinel is programmed is kind of questionable whether it's like a minion or a champion, because obviously enemy champions are able to auto attack it and destroy it. And Shaco boxes and Teemo shrooms can both be activated or procced by minions on top of champions of course. But as I send out my scout and it passes right over where the box was placed, it does not trigger it, meaning this thing is not programmed like a champion nor a minion. But maybe the results will be different when you test it with Teemo's shrooms. And once again he places it down, I send out my scout, and as it makes its way over the shroom, it also does not proc it. The third myth is asking, what's the interaction with Kalista and Skarner or Shen ultimate? First we tested with Skarner being on the same team as Kalista using his ultimate on an enemy champion. And as it happens, it seems like Skarner gets pulled into Kalista while still having the ultimate attached to the Akali. And it drags her all the way to where Kalista is, a pretty cool synergy. But what happens if an enemy Skarner ults an allied target? Can you ult them? And as the enemy Skarner uses his ultimate on Shen, I use my ultimate as well, and it completely saves and frees Shen from Skarner's grasp. Definitely not what I was expecting to happen. But now let's see the interaction with Shen's ultimate, so you can see that the Lee Sin is on the other side of the map. And as Shen prepares to use his ultimate, I use my ultimate on him as well as he's busy channeling. And he still teleports to the Lee Sin, gives him the shield, but as I slow it down taking a look at the minimap, you can see Shen's icon is instantly flying across the map back to Kalista because of the ultimate. Moving on to the next myth, how many spears can you put on a single target with max attack speed? So 2.50 is the maximum attack speed you can have in League of Legends. And since her spears can supposedly stack infinitely on a single target, we really put this to the test. So I'm gonna let this video play out with the music and you guys can see how many stacks they can get on top of how much damage it'll do if you use the Rend. Remember, this is not the maximum damage because I only have attack speed items, no AD items. But it is still pretty cool. The next myth is asking, are you able to use both parts of Kalista's ultimate through Azir's ultimate? This one also had somewhat of a surprising twist. It starts off as you would probably guess. The first part goes through without problem, but then as it fires out, it seems like Ahri still hits him even though the soldiers clearly blocked her. Taking a look at it in slow motion, you see that the AoE effect still hit Azir, but the soldiers still did their job, which is a little odd. The next myth is asking, will Runaan's Hurricane apply Rend, which is the thing that sticks the spear inside each target, to all targets hit? A very simple myth, and to test this I simply use it on 3 minions, and you can see as I auto attack the minions, all of the minions are getting a stack of the Rend, which could definitely be quite broken in a team fight. And the final myth of this episode, can an ulti champion from Kalista still die from Ignite or from something like a Zed ultimate? For this one, the Zed is simply going to ult the Sona and put enough damage for the death mark to definitely deal the finishing blow. And before it has a chance to, I ult the Sona, and in the game you can actually hear the death mark pop sound, but the Sona took no damage. Testing it with Ignite, since Ignite is true damage, the Zed's Ignite is definitely more than enough to kill the Sona, but as I pull her in the left you can see Sona's HP bar is not decreasing whatsoever, making Kalista's ultimate definitely quite strong. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to throw in a like if you did enjoy it, and also submit your own myths for a chance to be featured in the next episode. Hopefully my voice will revert back to normal very soon, but I still hope you enjoyed this video. Peace!